Your turn. Nice job, dude. Oh yeah. Where's that go? Where's that go? Ooh. Nice. Rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. Roll it up, dude. Roll it up. Make that house, dude. What it do? What it do, my people? Kadoya Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Hey, hey, y'all see what's going on here. One of my studies, I want to be able to introduce to my channel as far as what I'll be doing in the back scenes, and that's the field of psychology, being able to study the mind, being able to correlate the scientific to the spiritual, and knowing that if we have a relationship with our mind and if we behave accordingly, what does all that come from? And how do we make sure that we function righteously, you know? So, as y'all can see by the title, The Psychology of Behavior, the psychology of the mind. What you believe ultimately formulates how you behave and also creates what you become. Yeah, I know. Hey, what it do? He said he been waiting on this one. Hey man, I'm blessed to be able to have the space to finally put it out there, Osaya delivery, what it do, what it do. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, everybody in the overflow, everybody watching this on playback, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Violet Black, what it do, what it do. Hey, Violet, I see you. Just know I got something for you. I got something for you. I see you, and just know I have something for you, okay? For real. Cynthia, shalom, shalom. Hey, who would I be if I ain't grinding out here? Who would I be? I just make sure every day think about how I can progress. So I'm thankful to be able to get on this platform and actually grow and build with my family. So before we even get into it, y'all already know ain't nothing gonna change. We still gonna vibe right quick. You feel me? Hold on, let me. Since we talking about the mind right now, let me go ahead and get y'all in tune right swift. Let me go ahead and get y'all in tune, man. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High for this one, man. Because we want to be able to know how to operate in this life. Then we need to make sure that our minds are strong enough to be able to put pieces together, put the pieces to the puzzle together. And if y'all didn't know, man, in the back scenes off of YouTube, I actually am in the field of psychology. I implement therapeutic services to kiddos who have intellectual disabilities. So as far as them being able to perform daily tasks, even up to them communicating, I make sure that I implement the programs in order for them to build on those skill sets, those fundamental skill sets of living life. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man, for real. And I just want to be able to share that knowledge, be able to grow my people and say, hey, this is something that we can get a part of and actually make sure that we take it back righteously to, hey, I don't want to see any of my kiddos classified as having autism or development disabilities. So just to be able to nip that in the bud and have the solutions for it, hey, I'm in there. I'm in there. Let me go ahead and play this joint right quick. Let me vibe with y'all before we get into it. I got some info. This is just gonna be an intro to the series. So just gonna discuss what I'm gonna be talking about moving forward when y'all see, the psychology of the mind and the behaviors. Just know that this is going to be a building of series of information in order for not just myself, but for you also to analyze behavior. You believe, that's how you're going to behave, and that's what you're going to become ultimately. So just being able to give those fundamental tools out for people to help grow their mind. Let me go ahead and play this joint right swift, y'all. Let me go ahead and play this joint. Okay.
Active by night. Keep going crazy.
Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Can I tell you the truth? When I look at you, I just see a reflection of me. So I wanna treat you heavenly, aspiring to be extra than the ordinary. Yeah. Let me confess to you. When I look at you, I just see the proof of God's grace in me. Let me confess to you. Okay, gotta have a song talking about the mind, man. Let me confess to y'all right quick. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Yeah. Okay. Let me confess to you. Okay. Can I confess to you? Can I massage your mind? Yeah. Let you know it'll be fine. Yeah. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. And y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on over here, man. Can I confess to you? Can I massage your mind? Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. So, hey, we just got to vibe before we get into it, man. Just to know that the message behind the song was literally how can you make sure that you moving accordingly in life if your mind ain't right? So, in order to even get your mind right, confess, speak. What are you thinking? What are the words? When you get on these social media platforms, they always ask you, what's on your mind? How are you feeling? Just to be able to confess that, just to be able to communicate and share what's on your mind. That is a part of having a healthy mindset, having the tools to be able to express it. So y'all already know what's going on. Y'all already know what's going on. the psychology behind behavior, and just being able to analyze what it really means when you think. You feel me? 88 Soul, what's good with the family, man? Hey, you all good, bro? This is recorded, but you know we be live with it, man. We be live with it. You feel me? So ain't nothing but the playback button on here, man. Hey, this is a new series, the psychology of the mind, the psychology of behavior, just being able to break down literally the scientific aspect of it, but also implementing some spiritual, biblical concepts as well. And if y'all didn't know already, I my day job is being a therapist for kiddos who have intellectual disabilities. So on the autism spectrum, I find myself implementing programs to children who lack the communication skills, who lack the appropriate behaviors, who seem to have a delayed response when it comes to interacting with individuals. So being qualified to speak on the psychology of the mind, myself personally, going through school, going through these many tests and rigmaroles of life, it was like, who can I really talk to? Who can I really have as a therapist? You know, and when you truly think about a therapist, you think about those people who make you sit on a couch, you leaning back, they over here got their notepad, they taking notes of what you saying, they showing you pictures, and it's like, can we go to those people and figure out, you know, how to make sure that our mind is functioning? Can we go to those people and make sure that our behaviors are aligned? And then what do we become after we have contact with those people? Like, do we become better, or do we keep on seeing these people? Like, what? I didn't know who or where to turn to when I was going through my adolescence, as far as, hey, so I needed to make sure that my mind was straight, because the things that I was seeing, the things that I was interacting with, I'm just like, that's not me. You know, as a young black male, there's many times in a society where they try to portray you as something less than valuable. So it's like that really plays a role on our minds as we're growing up. And it's like, truly, what you believe about yourself is how you're going to behave. And that's ultimately how you're going to become. So just being able to bring this topic out to the spectrum of YouTube, man, I feel blessed. I'm definitely graced to be able to speak on this in a field where it's not too many of individuals that look like me. And trust me, I know why. You know, all glory, all honor, all praises to the Most High. To say, to enter into a field where you're talking about the mind, and to enter into a space where you're not dealing with so-called behavior problems. You're dealing with spiritual aspects that these children have not been able to identify. So bringing, in a sense, where when I walk into the field, I don't look at these children as a study. I look at them as saying, man, how can I get them back realigned and reconnected with the Most High? And you know, certain practices, of course, religion, you know, is banned from even colluding with these ideas, because it's such a scientific study that y'all know how it go, man. Y'all know how it go. But you know, we're gonna keep on vibing right quick. I got one more vibe before we get into it, man. Just to know that the paradigm is shifting right now. We making sure that we raising the kingdom on all fronts, and that's just not through business, but the way we communicate, the way we teach, the way we actually have these relationships. So being able to identify the mind and the psychology behind the behavior of what we're doing is very integral to our success. A paradigm shift is about to happen, y'all. It's about to be a paradigm shift, man. Y'all already know what I'm gonna play next. Y'all already know. All right, baby. I got some slides ready. I got the content ready. So you on this channel, we still gonna make sure that we encouraging, inspiring, and motivating before we get into the talk. So you feel me? Without no further ado, I got that paradigm that just dropped, man. Y'all show the boys some love, man. Go share this, go play it, you know, go vibe with it. Tell me if you like it, tell me if you don't. You know, let me know. Let me know what's on your mind. You feel me? So that I can improve on my behavior, you know. But we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. I ain't getting no sound on my side. Let me try that again, y'all. There we go.
What?
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paradigm shifting, the bill is uplifting, but I am not drifting through God's grace. I'm gifted like fabrics, I'm knitted, got faith in the fittings. Yeshua, I'm spitting metaverses metaphorically, rhyming. I'm giving the blind sight to see, displaying divinely artistry, manifesting everything I believe. So I achieve. Anything is probable with the Most High. Anything is possible. Paradise, paradox, parallel, paragon, perpetuated, paranoia, parasite, parabon, prayers penetrating, peace, shalom. Yeah, Yasharala, we rise. Blow the shofar, blessed be the wise. Tribally vibe, priest in my hood, the word verified. Hit from the heavens, supplication, reveling dwellings. Oh Lord, thou art my west and my comfort I rest in. Abba Yah flexing. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm in the paradigm with the plan and time. Gotta persevere, praise and poet mind. So as I walk through the valley, the trials, the troubles, I count it all joy, the tribulations. I send forth my praises, they keep me humble. Even though I stumble, I keep my head up. The going gets tough. Persistently demonstrating, be consistent. No man is perfect. Progression is worth it. Practice what's worth it. You can see that you could be dreaming, becoming reality. Why touch the sky, paint the galaxy? Miracles happen every day. Be hate and faith, treasures abundantly. The paradigm, patterns of belief. The veil is uplifting, but I am not drifting through Yah's grace. I'm gifted like fabrics, I'm knitted. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paradigm shifting, the veil is uplifting, but I am not drifting through Yah's grace. I'm gifted like fabrics, I'm knitted. Got faith in the fittings, Yeshua, I'm spitting. Yeah. Metaverses, metaphorically, creating divinely artistry.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get into it, man. Y'all know what I had to do over here. I had to vibe with y'all right quick, man. We just went through the mind, man. We just went through the paradigm, and really being able to analyze truly, how do we communicate, how do we behave, and what do we become. So when we talk about our minds, in what aspect, how can you improve your mindset? How can you study something that's technically not right in front of you? How can you analyze something that you can't even see? You can't see your mind. I mean, if you close your eyes, I guess you can see what's inside your mind, but you can't hold it in your hands and see your mind to study it. But I'm gonna give y'all some tips, man. I'm gonna give y'all some little gems, what I've learned throughout my going through of experiences, being able to actually figure out what behavior means, what my behavior is, where do I stand as far as me interacting with other people. And so that ultimately grows my mind as I figure out, hey, this is how I'm supposed to behave because this is what I want to become. So this is what I believe. So we really got to tap into that part of, hey, our minds are valuable tools, and whatever we put inside of it, whatever we believe, that's how we're going to behave. That's what we're going to become. You can't become anything that you don't believe first. So analyzing the mind, being able to study what this tool is that the Most High has given us. We're gonna bring it out, family. We're gonna bring it out, man. Y'all know how I love to do over here. You feel me? We break it down, the psychology of behavior, believe, behave, become. The intro to the series, y'all. We here. You know, after much delays, we was able to get in tune. We was able to go ahead and start as far as, all right, where are we at right now? Like as a people, where are we at? Let's take our time to truly look around and communicate with one another, so that once we figure out where we're at, we can put our mind on the belief to figure out how we must behave to become. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. Y'all ain't hearing me. Hey, his will is real. Shalom, family. Shalom, man. Hey, you didn't miss the whole intro, bro. You didn't miss the whole vibe intro, but it's cool though. You just in time for the info. If you worried about missing the info, you just in time. I just began the intro, man. So, hey, 88 Soul said it correctly, man. As I'm thinking about my seed, I promise you won't be misled. Thinking is putting forth a seed in your mind so that you can lead to become something, so that you can grow and become something. Think of a seed as a thought. So what are you growing in your mind, and what will it grow and what will it become of? You know. Hey, man, everybody in the chat, 88 Soul, His Will is Real, Leon a Servant, Move in Silence, Violet Black, Cynthia, Deliberate. Peace and blessings to all of y'all, man. I love my family. Y'all keep me going. Y'all keep me going, man. For real. So I appreciate y'all. So we're gonna get into it though. I got a couple more slides. If y'all could bear with me tonight, you feel me? I'm going ahead and break down. This is just the intro to the series, just to say this is what to expect. And I'm gonna make sure that, the Most High is definitely involved. Best believe I got some scriptures for y'all too. So we're gonna make sure that we meditating on the word. We're gonna make sure that we getting this scientific study down as well. So just to be able to correlate the two and actually grow, So y'all know how I like to do over here. I make sure that I define whatever it is that we're talking about. Psychology, what is it? Well, it's the study of the mind and the functions. To be able to say, hey, if you figure out what the mind is and figure out how it functions in this life, then you can figure out how you must behave, or whatever somebody else, how they behave. You can manipulate someone's behavior by studying the functions of what makes them behave a certain way. And what is behavior? The way of which one acts or conducts oneself. So you can technically, just like a computer program, you can figure out the functions on entering in a program into a computer to make that computer behave a certain way, to make sure that every time you open up the computer, it says hello. You can put the functions behind that computer so that it behaves that way. Y'all hear me? Y'all get where I'm going, right? Y'all get where I'm going. So that y'all understand why I'm bringing this out to my people, man. Just to know that this is a study of certain individuals' minds to identify what the function is in order to have them behave in a corresponding way. First off, who got time for that, to look at somebody and be like, oh, I know what their functions is to make them behave that way? Unless you're getting paid to do it, all praises to the Most High. I'm thankful to say I'm blessed to be able to do what I do. And it is I truly, honestly feel as though it's nothing less than spiritual. Even the study of the scientific way, yeah, they can shoot forth all this knowledge to me in book terms, but I see a soul. I don't see a human being. I see someone's soul lacking the ability to communicate truly what's on their mind. And so they engage in certain behaviors or act a certain way to get either attention, they're trying to get away from something, it's just something automatic about them, or they just want something. So really analyzing, how do you conduct yourself? Do you know the functions of your mind? Let's bring it out. Let's keep on growing, family. So I got a script for y'all. I'm in the book of Isaiah chapter 26. In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city. Salvation will God appoint for walls and bulwarks. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. That will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. Wouldn't you want to be in perfect peace? Wouldn't you want to exemplify a behavior that is of perfect peace? Let me talk with y'all right quick. Let me talk with y'all. If your mind is not in peace, what is it in? And so if your mind is not in peace, how would you behave? If your mind is not in peace, how would you behave? And then what would you become? If you're not operating off the simple fundamentals of having peace in your mind, what would you create? How would you interact with other individuals? What would the communication be like with you and someone else? Would you even be able to communicate? Because to say that you would have to actually have some type of connection which flows to be able to communicate in order for you to think and actually figure things out. You would need to be operating in peace. So let's really try to identify, when we're studying ourselves, are we moving in a sense of peace? Are we putting our trust in the Most High? And that's a behavior. To trust the Most High is a behavior. That is something that you do. Are you able to trust the Most High? Or do you trust another system? Or do you trust people who ultimately showed you their behavior and showed you what they believe? And throughout these many, many years of gaining the knowledge that I did, it got really hard for me to truly say, I trust these people to teach me the right thing. And so in order for me to even grow, I must take back what I know is mine, which is my mind. I must take back even teaching myself on what I believe. Because if they're trying to teach me what they believe, is going to help me behave and become what I believe. So check it out. Check it out. Let's read through Isaiah 26 one more time. Let's meditate. Let's truly be able to analyze the scriptures, and I want to connect the scriptures with this behavior analysis of the psychology of the mind. In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. Singing is a behavior. How are people behaving now? What songs are they singing now? Let's keep reading. We have a strong city. Do people sing of having a strong city? Salvation will God appoint for walls and bulwarks. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keep the truth may enter in. So they were singing this. Open ye the gates, the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. This is on their mind. So how do you think they were behaving? Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusts in thee. What you think they be singing now? What you think they be believing now? What do you think people be putting their peace into now? Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. Y'all know what people's strength is now. Y'all see what people rely on now. And so as we break down the studying of the mind, we got to know that the corresponding on how we even think, which is how we behave, truly, what do you digest? What you out here singing? Because say you singing a song and you don't even correlate the fact that these words are on your mind. So you don't even correlate that these words are on your mind, but then all of a sudden you behave in some type of way, and then all of a sudden you becoming something. I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all hear me now. I don't think y'all hear me, man. Put a one in the chat if y'all hear me right now. I don't see no movement in the chat. I think I'm over here talking to myself, man. Let me see what's going on. Y'all hearing me? Is y'all really understanding what I'm saying right now? Because we got to really be able to identify when we out here thinking. Our minds are so powerful that it will affect how we behave. Hear me out now. Hear me out. Our minds are so powerful. When we think something, we will become it. Hey, tell me I'm wrong, somebody. Tell me I'm. Hey, the chat is open. Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I'm right, hey, put some flame emojis in the chat. Put some prayer hands in the chat. You know, because at the same time, family, I'll tell y'all again, even on other topics, this isn't me teaching. This is me learning. I'm here just like you. I have to say I'm not perfect. But shoot, I make sure I wake up every day to make it worth it. So we're going to keep on growing. We're going to keep on growing. Hey, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. The attire that inspires, support the nation. Shalom, desire faith, man. Appreciate you. His will is real. Okay. All right. I ain't out here talking to myself, man. Y'all hear me. So believing in the Most High, right? Actually having our mind stayed on the Most High can have us operating in a sense of peace, right? Do you know how beneficial that is? If I ain't gotta look over my shoulder every 10 seconds, because I ain't gotta yell. Do you know how much energy you actually reserve moving in peace? As far as even living life right now, are people even at peace waking up? Are their minds stayed on the Most High to say, another glorious day. I can wake up and move and be fruitful and multiply. And then their behaviors just correspond with that and then look at you. 5 years later down along the road, you becoming what you always wanted to be because your mind was stayed in peace. But over here, man, we gonna make sure that we attack all spectrums. You feel me? And whatever we put inside our minds, not just with what we're learning in school, but also when we look out in this world, the things that we hear, the things that we smell, what's on the TV, what do we give our attention to? Do you know that your eyes technically they don't see? It's your mind refracting those images, making sure that your eyes they're just gateways and your mind actually depicts what you see. So if your mind is not at peace, guess what you're going to see? Distorted images. And guess how you're going to behave when you don't see correctly? What will you become if you don't see correctly? And so I'm correlating vision to the mind because it's not your eyes that sees, it's your mind. But if you can't see correctly, how are you going to behave? And what are you going to become? You feel me? Juan, what up? What up? What up, Juan? Hey, Cynthia. I thought I was over here talking to myself now. You feel me? We still interactive with it, y'all. We still interactive with it. Don't everything just because I switch up the overhead and the topic on us, man. We still interactive, family. You feel me? You feel me? And so just to be able to reiterate, this is the intro just to the series of breaking down what the psychology of behavior is. For people that's just now tuning in, I want to be able to hit on another spectrum that I work on in the background, which is providing ABA services to kiddos and to teenagers and to young adults who have intellectual disabilities. ABA stands for Applied Behavior Analysis, being able to identify how someone behaves, why they're behaving, and trying to give them alternative interactions for that behavior to decrease or to promote and encourage other behaviors that may be more functional for them. So that is why, I took my time with this one, y'all. I took my time, man. I wanted to present this one in a light and a fashion where you don't really see too many people that look like us becoming therapists. And to say that it is a very, how can I say, oversaturated field of people who who don't relate to the Most High whatsoever. It's a very oversaturated field to people who do not relate to the Most High. Point blank simple. So ultimately, when you got people who don't believe in the Most High, think about how they behave and think about what they become. Hey, 88 soul. So our minds is most likely capable of looking into the spiritual realm. Maybe okay. So let's tap in right quick. Let's really harp on what 88 soul is saying. When we go to sleep, the funny thing is you can still see, but your eyes are closed. Have y'all ever had a dream so vivid you thought it was real life? And then when you woke up, you like, man, I got an idea from having a dream. I got a plan from this dream. I seen something in my dreams. What? How can you see something with your eyes closed? And then, hold on, let's take it even further. How can you see something if your mind ain't right? If your mind is distorted, if your mind is clouded, wouldn't technically you would only see what you believe in? So say that someone just feeds their mind negative thoughts all the time, watches nothing but scary movies. You know, they just see their friends and their parents are in horrible relationships. Every time they go to sleep, what's on their mind, what their belief is about life, what do you think they're going to dream about? So what space is that when you're dreaming? How can you say that you see something and your eyes is closed? So when we really tap into the studying of the mind and knowing that, hey, the spiritual realm is real, especially if you follow after the Most High, you know that the spiritual realm is real. So when we do close our eyes and see, and we activate our belief and our trust, we are capable of seeing in the spiritual realm. Likewise, when we out here looking around in this reality, there are things that are happening around us spiritually, but do we have the minds to see it? Do you have the mind to see someone behaving in a certain way and to say, it's a spirit on them? It's a spirit touching them that's making them behave that way. Can you see that? Can you say that you tapped into the Most High that much that you can see the demons attacking people? Because that's what's happening right now. So being able to actually break down the psychology aspect of it, the studying of the mind of it, and then being able to correlate it to the word and renewing our minds. Come on now. We got to tap back in, y'all, because this isn't, y'all think it's physical. Shout out to Brother Leon the Servant. He just did a stream this morning where, he correlated to the aspect of things first taking place in the spiritual. First, that takes place in the spiritual. Then, you think it. Then you behave. And then it's like, do you behave first? No. That happens spiritually first. He said, before I even knew you in the womb, I formed thee. What does that take place? Before your dreams even become reality, where does it take place? In the spirit, family. Gotta continue to grow. That's what we're here to do, family. That's what we're here to do. So like my his will is real would say, another impelling idea. All praises to the Most High Aki. You're live on Shafar and Ray. Hey. And so that's how we keep growing. That's how we keep growing. You feel me? Hey, Jah Son of Yah, shalom, shalom. What it do? And so, y'all, I just want to be able to bring this knowledge forth in a light where, hey, I went and studied in these classes. And I want to be able to acknowledge what influences the mind to act out behaviors. Why do we engage in certain behaviors? Come on now. These ain't questions to me. Put them in the chat, family. What influences the mind to act out behaviors? Why do we even engage in certain behaviors? I'm trying to figure it out with y'all, family. We like I said, this is not me teaching. This is me learning. And in order to see who I'm communicating with, that plays a big role on our minds and how we believe and what we behave like, and then what we become. Because if we surround ourselves with a bunch of people who believe in the same thing, think of how we behave, and then think about what we're going to build to become. So check it out. If I surround myself with a bunch of people who don't believe in the Most High, right, and they over here trying to teach children How are they going to make these children behave? What are they going to make these children become? Justice Burns said the environment would influence the minds to act out behavior. Okay. Stiff neck. Hey, why do we engage in certain behaviors? Stiff neck is the reason. Justice Burns came through. What it do? Juan said social media, family upbringing. Hey, these are all things that definitely influence our mind to act out behaviors. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more. And so, in order for us to even acknowledge what's going on in our own behaviors, we must first acknowledge what influences our behaviors. Hey, the ego. Ooh, hey, that's a big one. That's a big one, 88. To say that ego is one of those big main influencers over how certain individuals behave, especially now. And just because you have a certain status or you have a certain socialized media that has a verified check, why should that influence how you behave? And is that engagement, is it going to be positive? You know? So I just wanted to bring this topic to the YouTube streams because I really don't see too many individuals talking about it, and especially correlating it to the Most High. Because when we acknowledge, hey, as a man thinketh, so is he. Hold on. I gotta know what you thinking first before I even try to communicate with you. So what I'm gonna do first is look at how you behave. You look at somebody behave, you can tell what they're thinking. You look at how somebody thinks, you can tell what they will become. So these are questions. I don't know about y'all, but are we having these conversations daily to say what influenced you to behave and partake in certain behaviors throughout the day? Is anybody sitting down with you and taking note on what you do as far as soon as you wake up and say, why did you brush your teeth? Why did you eat that food? Why did you go outside? Why did you speak like that to that person? Are we acknowledging why we do certain things and the influence behind it? So this goes into us actually studying ourselves to gain back control of our vessels. Because when we truly identify the tool of the mind as being something that is so powerful that we become transcendent beyond our environment, beyond our family upbringing, beyond what social media contrives us as. How do you think society will behave with us then? Do you think they will be trying to force something on us then? You feel me? Hey, this is a part of self-reflection. How many people actually sit back and look in the mirror and analyze what they look like, what they think like, and have a vision for what they will become? Not too many people can sit in front of a mirror and actually look at themselves. Let's be honest. Most people hate to look at themselves. Most people don't even have a vision of what they want to become. What a disservice to the youth that we can look at them and don't see nothing in them. And then we influence them to become less than what the Most High has purposed them to be. Hey, journaling is a great coping skill to understand ourselves. Most definitely, Juan. Most definitely. Monk made, I'm just hoping on it. Can't wait to pursue these goals. Hey, keep striving, brother. Keep striving. Keep the belief alive, bro. Once you keep the belief alive, and hey, not too many people see the T, man, but to say that I make sure that I got faith and desire all on me, not just in my mind, but how I behave as well. I truly want to become that rose that grew from the concrete because I could see the environment. I could see the cement that's poured on our brothers. I can see the hard times that are put on our sisters. I can see pretty much this spiritual wickedness taking place. I can see the realm that is hovering right above us and the puppeteers that are trying to make sure that they influence our behaviors to become less than what the Most High has planned us to be. But once you acknowledge that you have full control over this, and you can become anything that you believe, and you truly wake up every day with the plan and action to become, what's going to stop you? Hold on. Who is going to stop you if the Most High is for you? Come on now. We growing though. We growing. I told y'all I got some scripts too. I ain't gonna come through with the psychology of the mind and not be able to open up that Bible and tell y'all where I got my belief, behavior, and what I'm becoming. We in Philippians chapter 2. If there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which also is in Christ. Yeshua, Christ, Jesus. All glory, all honor, all praises to the Most High. Thank you so much for the light. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to His Will is Real. Shout out to Leon the Servant. Shout out to Mark the Messenger. Shout out to Steve V. Shout out to New Breed. Shout out to Rallo. Shout out to Ringo. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to Justice. Shout out to Shael. Shout out to Deliberate. Shout out to 88 Soul. Shout out to everybody who putting in that work. Shout out to Violet Black, man. We be over here putting in that work, man. And to say that the fact that my mind, I'm able to be on one accord with y'all. I'm able to say that my joy is not from myself, but from communicating with y'all. To say that we share some sense of like-mindedness, even to the point where we move on one accord. When you move on one accord with a community of individuals, y'all become one. Y'all move as one body. If y'all minds are connected on one goal and y'all get together to complete a project and y'all operating in a mindset of peace and love and joy, guess how fun that project is gonna be? Guess how peaceful that interaction and communication is going to be? Really, let's identify the role that the mind plays on us even building this nation. Because if we're doing it not having the same love or if we're doing it and we're double-minded about the action, if we're doing it and we're not joyful behind actually picking up these bricks and putting them down and ripping out the foundation, because y'all know everything needs to be rebuilt. But if we don't have that mind to say that, hey, I can't look on myself as being high and mighty because I can't do this by myself. You can't build no city by yourself. You can't build no nation by yourself. Hey, shout out to all my ladies, man. Shout out to all my ladies. Hey, I don't know about the other brothers, but I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. You feel me? If you ain't feel no love from a man, my ladies, hey, just know. I just wanna show you love. Because without y'all, we truly can't build nothing. Likewise, without us, women, what can y'all build? So being on one accord, on one mind, and fellowshipping with the brothers, with the sisters, it's very important. And not to say that anybody is better than the other, but when we work together, great things can come about. And we can actually do it in the sense of having joy, peace. What do y'all see now when people try to operate, you feel me? And especially these modern day relationships. So it's just a different spectrum, man. It's a different spectrum. And once we really take back our minds, how we communicate, what we think about, how we behave, and what we become, nothing but greatness, family. Nothing but greatness. Josh Sonny Yes said, the crazy thing is, I just watched The Matrix, the old one, and it just told me about people being in the carnal world versus the spiritual. And once Neo believed, he broke the matrix. That's deep. Come on, man. Once you believe, do you truly believe in the Most High? Do you trust in the Most High? That's why, hey, y'all, if y'all ain't hear my songs already, man, just know that those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts, and that is how I behave. And ultimately, that is what I will become. Likewise, all my brothers and sisters who make music, who create art, you are showcasing your mind on what you believe and how you behave, and that's what you will become. Faith's all I need in this world. I know that God got me. Yeah, Isaiah 26. And as they were singing, this was on their mind. What's on your mind as you're moving through this world? Is your mind programmed to behave a certain way? Is your mind programmed to actually be on one accord with the Most High? So say that your mind is programmed to fellowship with darkness. What will you become? What will you become? Hey, his will is real said, daughters of Zion, I love you. Let me connect with you, daughters of Zion. Where you at? Hey, man, I love my family, man. I love my family. I got to be able to showcase the love, man. Got to be able to showcase the love. Because if you ain't got love on your mind, then what are you believing? How are you going to behave? And truly, what will you become? And so when you have people over here teaching your children and they don't even believe in true love because they don't even love their self. Hold on. You got people teaching your children and they don't even believe in love because they don't even love their self. So how do you think they're going to behave? And what do you think they're going to become? And what do you think they're going to influence? other individuals to become. See, that's why I had to vibe with y'all before for about 15, 20 minutes, because I see I'm already in an hour and I could do this for hours. So, but we into no, this is just the intro, y'all. This is just the intro. I just want y'all to know that this is just the intro to the series, and we will keep on expanding on the psychology of behavior, you know. So, hey, we're gonna make sure that we get in tune. We're gonna make sure that we get in tune. Vice versa. Vice versa. Justice Burns said, right, it has to be a genuine connection between you and the Most High. Most definitely. On one accord. On one accord with the Lord, with the sword. We got to be able to speak. And when we speak, we got to be able to know where that belief of utterance comes from. That ultimately determines how we're going to behave. You got people over here speaking in devilish tongues. How do you think they're going to behave? And what do you think they're going to become? LCN, what it do? Hey, as a man thinketh, so is he. Come on now. Who said the mind isn't a powerful tool? And then why? This is a very, very sensitive topic, right? Being able to tell people what they can believe in and what they can't. You tell people to believe in something, and then you restrict them from actually trusting in something. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going. You tell people to believe. I can't say certain things because of YouTube, but we're gonna make sure that we identify what's really taking place with the attacks on our minds and the study of how we behave. You tell people to believe in something, and you tell them not what to trust in, right? Because if you tell them to, say, believe in this because it will make you better. So every time you believe in whatever a man gives you, guess what? In order to receive whatever that man is trying to give you, you have to behave a certain way, because that man can restrict whatever it is that you want from him if you don't behave accordingly. We're gonna tackle more of the functions of behaviors on the next episode, but just so that we're getting into the intro aspect of really what is the psychology of behavior, to study the mind and to see why someone acts the way that they do. You tell people, hey, go get this, go get this, go get this, go get this, go get this. And then you got it stuck in their head that they believe in it. They trust in it. So how do you think they're going to behave? Ultimately, what do they become? Somebody that just listens to other people because they just said it so many times. As a man thinketh, so is he. Jamonte said, how can one know God if the love of God does not dwell in them? Hey, family. Why would anybody tell you to believe in anything other than love for yourself and for others? In reality, how would that make you behave as a human being if you don't even believe in love for others and for yourself? If you don't love yourself enough to say, I have everything that I need in order to grow, to live, to prosper, and I trust the Most High to give unto me everything that I need. If you don't do that, then honestly, what's inside of you? Is it in you? Whatever, is it in you? Man, hitting targets. I'm hitting targets. His will is real. Am I sparking anybody's mind to think and be able to study what they believe and how they behave and what they become. Am I just talking to myself? Because honestly, I have been able to just sit back and really look into the mirror of my own reflection and knowing that I'm not perfect, y'all. But at the end of the day, I want to become great. I want to behave in the mannerisms of following after greatness. I believe that I came from greatness. Let's just say I do not believe that I came from a monkey. Let's just say that. But check it out. Check it out. You make people believe that they came from a monkey. How will they then behave? And what will they then become? Y'all ain't hearing me, man. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. You make people believe that they came from a monkey. How would they behave? And then what will they become? And then do you really trust those people to teach your children? And then do you really trust those people to give unto you medicines? I'm just saying, fam. I'm just saying. We got to break down what they trying to do with our behaviors and our minds. Jocelyn Yes said, just like what the Christian church say, they believe in the Most High, but be the first one to tell you to put them. Hey, I'm saying though, hey, bro, and it's like, hold on, don't you believe in the Most High that He gave us this breath and we're supposed to be able to speak to one another without any interference? And I feel like those masks are interference when we are communicating, and it does something to your mind. It actually makes you behave differently when you're communicating, because it's not communication isn't just verbally. As y'all can see, when I get on this platform, majority of the time, I want y'all to see me. I want y'all to be able to interact with me, and I want y'all to be able to look at my facial expressions as I'm communicating with y'all. Because if y'all just seen my voice, if y'all just heard my voice, the aspect of me even relaying a message can be hindered because the behavior behind me even communicating is diluted. Why even have facial expressions and not use them? So then you're just talking like a robot. What? No. We the salt of the world, man. We got flavor, y'all. So when you believe that these so-called air restrictors help your body behave more in a healthy manner, what would you become? And if you over here being the mask police, I don't see no monkeys around here wearing no mask, y'all. Hold on. They told me to believe that I came from a monkey. I don't see no monkey around here wearing no mask. I don't see no monkey around here with leaves on their face talking about we gotta watch out for the air. Hold on, these we evolved from them, right? So we should be of a greater substance of them. But you don't see no monkeys out here behaving like we behaving right now. You don't see no monkeys out here scared of the air. I'm just being real with y'all. I ain't never seen no monkey with a mask on, man. I went to the zoo during the times. I ain't see no animals with a mask on, man. They bogus for that. They knew what they was doing, and then I start questioning. I'm like, hold on, these birds still flying in the air. So all other animals just believing they could still live and behaving and over here still becoming they great animal aspects, while us humans over here believing it's the end of the world, and over here behaving like we ain't got no sense. Over here, we can't even breathe closer than 2 feet next to each other. Like, what? Hold on, no, hold on. Hey, what up, baby? Like, you mean to tell me I can't even get close to my lady no more? Hold on, because she's scared of me. Y'all. No way, Jose. No way. I need to. Let me talk to you right quick. Let me get close to you. You feel me? I can't go. I was pissed off about the mass movement because I'm just like, that ain't what I believe, and I don't even behave like that. I gotta smile. That's hindering my smile, man. I can't go. So you truly see the mindset behind these Christians when they're telling you to behave a certain way by making sure that you put on that mask, that you believe that mask is doing something. I look at people and driving around in their car and they got a mask on. I just be like, what will they become? Like, where is their trust at? But none of my business. That ain't. I want to be able to communicate and operate with my individuals of people who are on one accord with me. I want to be able to operate with like-minded people. So if I see somebody driving around with a mask on in the car, I already know the mindsets are definitely separated. Yes. Monkeys. For real though. Man. Just so the yes said, and Breed and a lot of other people brought it out that the things that wrong with the church is that they think they get raptured out, they can live however they want to live and go be with the Most High. Hey, brother, you talking to somebody who then walked in the church, bro, and they already knew that I had a different belief by the way that I was talking and walking and behaving. I'm over here, thinking that you were talking. Bro, you can't talk in the church. No, they don't accept that type of behavior. You over here trying to talk in the church and y'all over here communicating, and no, that's the pastor time. But then again, it's like, if I'm sharing something with the congregation of people, and righteously, if I'm bringing something out, you should be able to talk to me about it. We should be on one accord, right? You truly learn what these churches believe in by how they behave. And as you can see, church, still destruction. The belief, the behavior, and what has become from it. But hey, we're gonna make sure that we keep on moving on one accord with the sword, repping the Most High, making sure that we exemplify, exalt the Most High, and being able to have the behavior corresponding. So how do we actually make sure that we're moving on one accord and have the mindset that is growing? We got tips. We got tips over here. You feel me? We got some things that we can improve on, especially for myself. And just practicing healthy thinking habits for your mind. How many times a day do you tell yourself you are great? You are awesome. You can do it. Do you have anybody else communicating to you like that? Hey, I know going through these schooling systems, quotation marks, those positive, healthy thinking habits for individuals who follow after the Most High can be sometimes Hey, y'all know the trials and testimonies, man. I don't even have to say too much, but as soon as they see a brother shining, they be coming swiftly, man. They be coming swiftly. So just being able to use these tools for ourselves and surrounding ourselves with a community of individuals who help reinforce that. And so I'm saying individuals a lot because we are all our own, but yeah, when we come together, we are one. But think of yourself as, yeah, you need to be an individual. You need to be able to analyze, hey, I'm not operating off of group thinking. I'm an individual. I have a purpose. Matter of fact, I need to be responsible for my behavior because I am an individual. I am someone who is unique. I need to operate off my own mind within communion with the Most High. Because I'm not supposed to be able to say that I'm following after a group mass of people. And majority of these people don't even practice healthy thinking habits. And not to say individual in a selfish term, but you do everything that you need to do on your individual's spectrum, and then you get together with others who have done that work as well. And then that's when you guys become a team. Shaq ain't out here shooting threes. He over there dunking. But that's what was Kobe was for. There was two individuals that came together and made a great team. But how are you practicing that mindset and reinforcing your behavior? Practicing healthy thinking habits. Hey, family, you are great. Man, y'all are awesome. We got this. We can do it. For real. Hey, I know what's going on my end. I know somebody else needs to probably hear that as well. You are great. You are awesome. You can do it. At least, shoot, one time every day, you need to be able to tell yourself that. You need to be able to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that, because who are you hearing it from? Justice Burns said, right, I always felt like church or ministering should be interactive. And so there you go. Are we interacting with each other? And once you see that the communication aspect of actually coming together as humans has been distorted grotesquely, how does this influence our minds? Like school, you should be able to ask questions and get feedback. None of that at school. There was no question answering. There was no feedback. It was like you were just in a room with somebody who had a rope and they were beating this inside your head. And look at the behaviors we have now. All we just do is, hey, we got our rope and now we finna go and beat somebody in their head. But we need to practice healthy behavior habits as well, y'all. Make sure that we work out. And I ain't saying, they work out where you running miles, you doing the Rocky, scene, dun, 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 dun. You can do some push-ups, some sit-ups, just something where, you set a goal physically of how you want your body to become. Don't look at anybody else's body. Look at your body and get it in your mind and say, hey, I believe that I can look like this. Matter of fact, I'm going to behave and have behaviors that will make me become this. So being able to work out, being able to stretch, being able to do whatever it is that gets your body in the fashion so that you are moving in peace, so that you are moving on one accord with your mind. Because I don't know, family. As y'all see me, man, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Honestly, I feel as though time has never been a factor for how my body has adjusted to this life. And people still walk up to me and be like, "You still look the same from high school." I kind of take that as an insult. You feel me? I kind of take that as a good thing too. You feel me? Hey, I'm over here. I guess ain't nothing changed. You feel me? I'm still. I still do what I do. I still work out. I still eat healthy. You know, and I had a vision for my body. I was like, you know what? I want to be able to maintain my body. I want to be able to move in peace. I want to be able to move like I was when I was young. And so I had that in my mind. So I instructed myself through behavior patterns. And it became. So eating healthy. Y'all already know the dietary laws, family. Y'all already know when you put something in your body, those are codes. Those are nutrients that make up how your body will form. So if you're eating something unhealthy, how do you think you will behave? How do you think your body will respond to that? And just lastly, read and communicate. Grow your mind by soaking in information through healthy avenues. Family, I am not finna sit on this screen and say I don't use social media because I do, but I make it a prerogative of mine to also get some type of reading in. If I'm spending 30 minutes on social media, then I gotta make sure that I'm spending 30 minutes reading something. When you really analyze what being on social media does to the mind versus what reading does to the mind, y'all feel me? And the communication part as well. So if you're on social media all day and you're not even talking to anybody, matter of fact, you're not even talking to anybody that you know, what type of healthiness is that of the mind? And then you're over here probably being one of them trolls who just putting troll messages under everybody's post. And it's like, that's a form of communication, y'all. So it's like, are you practicing healthy communication behaviors as well? This goes one-on-one with your mind, with how you behave and how you will become. As Willis Real said, whatever you're doing on social media should be edification for your soul. Facts. What? Hey, what do we do? What do we do when we on social media? How do we behave? What do we look at and be like, this is something that I want to become? Do we acknowledge that these avenues where we are on social media are affecting our mind? They're affecting our beliefs about the world. Man, I seen something crazy, bro. You could get on the internet and see something crazy. Do you know what that does to your behavior? If you can say that you seen somebody go out and slap somebody, and then you over here thinking that that's okay. You can see somebody actually pull out a gun and shoot somebody, and you over here thinking, no, that's okay behavior. And then if you over here, you know what they got online, man. I ain't even finna go too much in detail on it, but y'all know what be happening on, and as far as what's being promoted online, the behaviors, how they want people to communicate, and ultimately what is becoming of our nation, of our communities, and even on a smaller scale, within these marriages, what is really becoming of them. Gotta take a deep breath, y'all. Gotta take a deep breath. really, really sit back and woosah, get that peace going. I got one more script I want to hit y'all with, man. And promise me, let's really, really analyze this, right? Let's let's read this and have a conversation on it. So after he had washed their feet and had taken his garments and was sat down again, he said unto them, Know ye what I have done to you? Ye call me master and Lord, and ye say, Well, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. I'm just breaking that down in my mind right quick, because this right here, John 13, 12 through 16, the behavior aspect of it, having the mindset to say, I am your Lord, but I'm about to wash your feet. And I ain't talking about it. I'm doing it just so I can be an example to say, hey, this is how we should treat one another. The humility, the servitude, the grace, the love. What more can you call that? To study Yeshua's mind, to say what even sparked him to even think like that. You got to know that the Most High was involved in this conversation right here. Talk about so after he got done washing their feet, he ain't say, y'all feet, man, why y'all feet so dirty? Man, I'm not washing these people's feet, man. I'm the Lord. No, he said, if I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash another's feet. For I have given you an example, that ye should do as I have done to you. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. It's really not too much I can speak on, but just to paint that picture of a king, the greatest of greatest, coming down, humbling himself, and communicating on a level where he ain't just talking about it, he being about it, leading by example, really setting the standards of how we truly behave with one another. And the influence behind what he even spoke is just like, hold on. Oh, what type of love is moving in your mindset to be like, I'm finna wash this people's feet? What type of, you gotta have some sense of just overall, hey, no humility whatsoever to say, I'm getting down and I'm washing somebody's feet. And I'm not thinking twice about it. Hey, if y'all in a relationship, ask your counterpart to wash your feet. See what they say. Ask your counterpart to wash your feet. See what they say. Look at the look on their face. Do they truly believe that you worthy of a foot wash? Who's worthy to get their feet rubbed and touched and washed? Man, hey, where you at? Where you at? Yeah. Come on now. We gonna bring it out, family. We gonna bring it out. But that's love, man. That's true humility and love. As a leader, as a servant, when you become a leader, you become a servant to the people who you lead. And they say, he ain't talking about it. He doing it. Behaving as such. What they tell you, do as I say and not as I do. And what would that become? What has that become? Come on now. Josh Sonny Yes said, in order to know how to function, you got to know who you are. Khan. 1619, we came here in slave ships 400 years ago. Later, 2019, this pandemic happened. I feel like that's what's hindering people's growth. Hey, and that's why we got to be here to actually communicate on these topics right now. Because if ain't nobody helping us grow outside of ourselves, you think they gonna help us? You think they gonna believe in us to help us grow? We gotta believe in each other. We gotta behave correspondingly on one accord with each other. We have to help each other become great. That's why I do what I do. That's why I perform the task of being an ABA therapist. If y'all was able to catch the intro to it, the video at the end caption on alignment with, we are here to make each other great. Not ourselves. No, I'm here for you, Josh Sonny. Yeah, I'm here for you. His will is real. I'm here for you, Justice Burns. I'm here for you, Leon. I'm here for you, Violet 88. So I am here for y'all. I want to see y'all be great. I want to behave in a way where I'm on one accord with y'all to be able to uplift y'all. I want to be able to say, this is my brother, this is my sister. Look at what they doing. So honestly, the hindering, that's here. Because after so many years, they taught us to believe in something false. So when we start trusting in that again, or trusting in what they're trying to teach us, the way that we will behave will ultimately become nothing. Because they're not teaching us anything. They're not. They just showed us with how they can just shut down the system like that. Anybody that went to college to learn something, to get in a field, and were literally cut off from actually making ends meet. What did you learn then? Well, you learned that whatever you were doing, trying to believe in the knowledge that was going to make you successful financially, the behaviors that you were engaging in were null and void. Man, come on now. Come on now. I am my brothers and sisters' keeper. Hey. Tap in. We got the tunes, and that's just another way that we can refine our minds, y'all. once y'all really tap back into how powerful music is, how powerful having control over what we say, over who's saying it as well. When we tap into the sense of we believe in what this person is saying because that's how they're behaving. And we ultimately catapult that person to become. Look at what society already believed in as far as these mainstream rappers and other individuals and what they have become. Just off the simple fact of them making music, of them touching people's mind. You made people believe, you made people behave, and you made people become. When people hear those twerking songs, you're making them believe, you're making them behave, and then you make them become. Y'all know why I'm hitting that. Y'all know why I'm hitting that. Tapping in on side, tapping in. Hey, whew. I ain't even gonna stunt y'all. I ain't even know this one was gonna be this long. You feel me? This was just the intro. You feel me? I ain't even gonna stunt. I love what I do, and to be able to discuss what I do and showcase it to my family, all I can do is thank the Most High for it. So I appreciate everybody tapping in. You know, if you appreciate the content, y'all know what to do: like, share, subscribe, comment. Give me feedback on the video. Hey, let me know. Let me know something in the comments when the video is over. Give me feedback. Let me know what y'all think. This is the intro to the psychology of behavior. The next episode, we will be able to break down more aspects of why people behave the way they do, the functions of behavior, and how these behaviors get reinforced. And what does reinforcement even mean? You know that you cannot maintain a behavior if it's not being reinforced. So being able to do that and being able to acknowledge we wouldn't behave in any type of way if certain people didn't allow it. And if these behaviors weren't enforced. You feel me? Hey, his will is real. Blow the shofar. Hey, this is live on Shofar Radio right now. Come vibe with the nation. We gonna shake the airwaves tonight. Hey, so this is something powerful, family, where we are able to take back the mindsets, where we are able to instill the belief, make sure that we're behaving on one accord, and we are actually becoming the greatness that the Most High has purposed us, ordained us, predestined us to become. When we tap in together, family, when we all have our unique individual mindsets to actually put forth work in the kingdom, only greatness. Only greatness. So I ain't mean to keep y'all on here for too long, man, but I got one more slide for y'all, and then I'm gonna slide up out of here, man. So if y'all don't know by now, the mind is a powerful tool. You feel me? Whatever you put into it is what you will get out of it. Do you use your mind to create positive outlooks? Do you use your behaviors to create positive environments? And this is just something to meditate on as we go into these night hours and as we go into the dreams that we have. And ultimately, we are inspired to wake up to make those dreams a reality. But knowing it first starts in the mind. And to say that the Most High has given us our mind to be able to create our reality. The Most High has put ideas, visions, and dreams in our spirit to influence our mind, to make us behave and to become. What do you create? You know? You feel me? You feel me? What do you create? If you had a mastermind, what would that outlook be? What would you become? You know, they in all the movies, they try to portray the person who has the smartest, sharpest mind as the villain. But what if that person was behaving in accordance with the Most High? What would they become then? What would you become if you truly believed in yourself? You know? So that's, I ain't even mean to go this long, fam. My bad, y'all. I just, when I get to talking about something I love and something I do, as far as, you know, being able to have this platform to introduce to y'all this new series that I got in mind, which is the psychology of behavior, man. It came to me swiftly, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, being in the field of therapeutical services. So I just wanted to be able to introduce this, be able to, you know, build upon the connections and communication with, you know, all my family in the chat, and just to be able to say that we are putting in place not just content, but we are building character. We are instilling belief. We are reinforcing righteous behavior. And we are becoming what we are. We're always predestined, which was great. You know? You know? If you don't know, now you know. Use whatever it is that the Most High is giving you, your talent, to ultimately influence whatever it is that you do throughout the day to become great. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. I'm over here. I just want to slice them up. I just want to slice them up, man. Because they, when you come at my mind, right? When you come at someone, how they speak and how they move in this life, and you try to tell them they ain't worth it, they ain't gonna be this, they ain't gonna be that, that's worse than trying to destroy somebody's body, because you still got me out here living. And then you try to defeat my mind? Nah, ain't none of that happen. Because as soon as I tap in, y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know what's up. As soon as the family get on one accord with the sword, y'all know what's up. You feel me? We slaying them. And got that hit out right now.
That's to the world over.
To the world over.
Yeah.
Lexus.
Disingenuous thieves trying to rob us of peace. I got them jumping the fences. I left the dog off the leash. A couple verses they flee. Yeah, they watch but don't speak. But I can hear your heartbeat. I don't fear, I just preach. What I learned in the streets is like death coming threes. I would die on my sword before I lie on the Lord. It's violence at the door.
You got it, brother.
War. Sometimes I fight to the flesh, and I be coming up short. The righteous fall 7 times before they ever turn blind. They don't continue in sin or get a reprobate mind. Gotta fight with the mass.
Continue in sin and get a reprobate mind.
Break off like it's plastic. Like the slave in the field to sit and plot on the master. Hit his head with the shovel and wrap his body in plastic. When I'm lynched in the public, going out with some laughter. Put a crown on the saint for redefining what's tragic. This the creed of assassins, power circle was had.
Let your light shine bright.
in the world of this madness.
Okay.
We the Lord's battle axe. Let's get it.
Divinely, I'm a poet in the metals, a protector of y'all's kingdom. No cap and see, I'm a leader. Tried to defeat us, lies and poison
That they
feed
feed
us
us.
like MJ. They cannot beat us.
Nah.
So asinine of
The
the
blind assassinated they mind.
His leaders, so what a crime. Taking back what is mine, so we shine so bright like the light. These words slay with might. Hold my peace, my Lord shall fight. They so fearful of the sight. Praise and worship, tribally bite. Reprove, beware, scornful smite. Laws and statutes we recite. Flaming sword we ignite. Clothing faith with the desire.
In
And
my
my
attire.
attire, the favor that I acquire. The verses that shall inspire. The battle in the Goliath. Removing mountains, slaying giants to the wicked. I'm defiant. Prayers always reliant. I know God be replying. So I lifted my sword and I commenced to refining.
Yeah.
Creed of assassins, power circle was had.
Leo the
Let your
poet
light
was
shine
had
in the
me.
world of this madness.
Leo the poet,
We the Lord's battle axe.
a warrior.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Being the battle axe for the Lord, this isn't law. This happened before when Yah opened the door of his anger onto mortals. He opened the portal of might. Now you see it inside the flock of his sheep or man. Don't be shocked. We are saying we have 10.
Stand up, my
Got
people.
to make amends where they can't contend. For when the righteous are igniting this, we are prayer.
When the
warrior God.
righteous are
Yes,
ignited,
for the fight.
you feel me?
God is a man of war, and Israel has been on tours. We make sure we're pure before we with the Lord. We are reassured. We press forward, sound like David in 144, sharp with the sword.
We
Ready
sharp
to
with it.
pray to the Lord. Let me
Hey,
add
come
for the
on.
citation of this wicked nation. Let's have a quick intercession to remove some of this leaven.
Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright. For the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, and he is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in him. Power circle. Shalah.
Shalah. Hey man, it's all good, man. It's all love, fam. We was in here. Hey, so man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. This was just the intro to the series, The Psychology of Behavior. Really identifying what we believe, how we're behaving, and what we will become. So as we lay down tonight, and when we have these dreams, and when we close our eyes, and when we can still see, knowing that the Most High is still working with us, still making sure that He is growing our spirits and our minds. How will we behave when we get up? If the Most High put a dream on you to say, hey, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, and I want you to believe in yourself to achieve this, how would you behave? What would you become? Just some thoughts to ponder, y'all. You know, I'm just over here making sure that I do my part. Something I always wanted to become, which was the best version of me. What I could see. What I could see, man. And I encourage everybody else out there, look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, what do you want to look like? What do you want to think like? And how does your behaviors correspond to that? And if you are on one accord with the Most High, know that you will be moving in peace. Know that you will be moving in righteousness. And know that everything shall be supplied. And so, as we end this stream, hopefully everyone was able to get some edification, some righteous intake. You know, I sprinkle a little word in there too, so y'all can go ahead, you know, get in tune and figure out what's needed for your growth, what's needed for your mind to be renewed. All I can do is show y'all the example that I took. And hey, y'all gonna hear me say many times, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You feel me? You feel me? Hey, God is a man of war. On Sign Delivery, you give us a great message. It does not matter how long. So my son, come on with the word. Give us daily bread. Amen. Amen. Hey, y'all know it be lengths, man. I be having a breath. I be having a breath with it. Hey, what I can see. Hey, that what I can see, John. I definitely need to get that in tune, man. I'm over here recording off my iPhone with that one. I'm gonna get it in tune, though. If y'all haven't already, seriously, family, tune in after the live. Time to declare war and get impelling ideas on your future and past. Discord, Shofar Radio. We live with it right now. His Will is Real, the host. Make sure you get in tune. Y'all see that link. Go ahead and make sure that we all connecting with each other and communicating, and we having the behaviors to show what we can become as a community, as a family, as a nation. Kado Yeshua, hallelujah, Total Rabbi Yeshua, great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Johnson, y'all say that goes on with that scripture. No servant is greater than the master. So knowing that, I'm gonna go through stuff. I don't complain because I got an expected end. All praises. Shalom. You feel me? You feel me? Y'all already know, family. Peace.
Okay. Nice job, dude. Oh, yeah. Where's that go? Where's that go? Ooh. Rolling it, roll it up, dude, roll it up. Make that house, dude.